ونستعين ونستغفره نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم شر الأمور محدثاتها فإن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار وإنما توعدون لآت وما أنتم بمعجزين.
Man, you said the people who committed put their name on the front and the people who didn't on the back?
No, the other piece of paper that you have there.
Should just be a blank piece of paper.
It's a blank paper. You said,
This for the people who had committed to the meeting
okay.
with the numbers. Now, other piece of paper can be for those people who did not commit themselves and they want to be part of it.
Probably right on the top, I think, non-committed.
All praises be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We praise Him, we seek His help, His guidance and His forgiveness. I believe in Him and I trust Him. I seek refuge in Almighty Allah from the evil of our passions. Indeed, whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides him to Islam, no one can mislead him after Allah. And whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put him astray, no one can guide him after Allah. I testify openly that there is no deity worthy of worship except Allah Rabbil Alameen. And I testify that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his messenger and the seal of all the prophets. For Muslims, you must know that the best speech is the speech of Almighty Allah, which is the Quran. The best guidance is the course of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is his Sunnah. The worst of all affairs is innovation and addition to the religion of Islam. Indeed, every addition to the religion of Islam will lead to hellfire. I adjure you as well as myself to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the best of your ability. Fear Allah and don't die unless you are in a state of Islam. After this, I greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. First of all, I thank all of you for being here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for being here. No up, no down, please. Thank you. Can you kick it a little bit more? Again, I would like to thank all of you for being here and being in time. I appreciate this. And at the same time, I feel sorry that we don't have more participation from the rest of the community, or you want to call it community, or call it whatever you want to call it. But you can take the horse to the water, but you could not make the horse drink. You could not make the horse drink. Alhamdulillah, we had announced about the meeting more than one time, even in the khutbah, and we discussed it in Saturday program. Alhamdulillah, and like I said, 17 persons, if they're sincere and serious enough, that we can do something. So, before I start, on my right side, Brother Habibullah Abdullah, which is the assistant imam, and he's a member of the Shura. And on my left side, Brother Mutahir Sabri, is a member of the Shura also, and both of them are active members on the Shura and active members on our masjid. I don't want to call it community, but you can call it community if you want. Honestly, I don't know if we are even a mosque or not, if we are a community or not. We are some individuals, they come together, you understand, for Jummah, and you know what's the deal, we don't need to go in this. But the purpose that we are here, and I'm not here standing or sitting in front of you by myself, because we don't have a special agenda for tonight. We don't have a special list what we're going to discuss. It is a time that we can sit and talk. We can relate, we can hear from each other. The brothers from the brothers, sister from the sisters, the sister from the brothers, and the brothers from the sisters. Okay, we assume that we are a big family and we have a concern. So we are not here to tell you what to say tonight. Okay, we are not here to tell you what to say or not what to say. But to myself, I'm welcome to hear anything, welcome any one of you to say anything you want to say, okay? So, but the purpose that I invited for this meeting, that I think it's time that we do something for ourselves, something for our community, for our masjid, that I maybe feel there is a problem, but maybe some of you do not feel there is a problem. So, like I said, I'm not here today to tell you what to say. You can say, yes, we have a community, yes, we have a mosque, you are not a good imam, okay, you don't know what you're doing, everything is fine, you can say anything you want, okay? And you know, this is a free country, free speech, okay, you know this, okay? So the same thing is the mosque here, okay? But we are at least limited with the Book of Allah and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in our speech and our opinion. And also we know that if we say something is not pleasing to Allah, that we're going to be accountable to this, okay? Without taking too much time of your time, we inshallah try to go for at least a minimum 1 hour for this meeting, and after this we have, you may call it a dinner or you call it a snack, it depends who's going to eat, okay? But we're going to have something, inshallah, for you. After you exert your energy talking, you're going to lose some weight and you sweat and you get hungry. We're going to have something for you, inshallah. Before I start, I would like Brother Habib to say something, and after this, Brother Mukhtar Sabri, he can introduce himself, he can say something, whatever he wants to say. And after this, another couple of minutes from Brother Mukhtar Sabri. And after this, we leave it for you to say what you want.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. My name is Habibullah Abdullah, and since tonight we have no set agenda, then I would like to take this opportunity to listen to see where everything is going, and then I will speak.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As-salatu was-salam ala Nabiyyina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My name is Mukhtar Sabri. And alhamdulillah, I would like to thank all of you for heeding the call to come to this meeting, and I hope that this will not be the last one for us to share our concerns on improving our community. And I hope that all of us will do our best to contribute our thoughts, our ideas, to make this meeting a beneficial one and a useful one, and one that we can look forward to doing on a regular basis, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan.
Jazakallah khairan. I forgot to tell you that the title of this meeting, or this program, or this session, or whatever you want to call it, we care. Okay? That means I myself, as the Imam, I care. And I believe that the Shura care. And I believe that you also care. I start the action, okay, I mean to promote the discussion or to encourage you to talk, to say that we have a problem. Okay, you may agree or you disagree. I will tell you why I believe that we have a problem. When I read in the Quran, read in the Hadith about how the Muslims supposed to be, and as example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةً. Indeed, the believers are nothing but brothers. Okay? I try to look in the community or in the mosque to see where is this brotherhood. I don't see it. I see a bunch of people coming to make Jum'ah and leave. And after this, average attendance of the mosque max about 10, 15. The max is that will come during the days. Other than this, nothing going on. When I see the Prophet ﷺ saying that the believers, like one body, when one member suffer, the whole body suffer. Is this happening in our place? I assume it's not. Okay? You can be dead, you can be in jail, you can be under the ground, in the grave, and say, oh, when? When did he die? Oh, when did she pass away? Oh, where? I didn't know this. So, I think we have a problem. And if we are not going to come to recognize and acknowledge there is a problem, we're never going to be able to do anything about the problem. Let me stop because, you know, as an imam, when I start, I'm not backbiting the imams, but I'm talking about myself. When you give me the mic, it's easy, understand, for my tongue to keep going. So I'm going to stop now. Those who would like to talk, and you can talk about, like I said, whatever you want to talk, raise your hand, please, brothers or sisters, or even children. Please come directly to the point. Somebody raise hand?
Yes.
Fadal. Would you like to have the mic?
Assalamu alaikum. We know the title of this event, We Care. Can we have a clear objectives? One or two lines of this event. We also need to set the time and the day. If you want to meet monthly, quarterly, or weekly, and what day. Also, if we can pick a secretary who can take minutes and maybe post it on our website.
I start with the last one. Anybody would like to volunteer, he or she, to take minutes so we can post it? And I think it's a very good idea. Anybody would like to volunteer to be, he or she, to be taking notes? Appreciate this, sister, but I know you have a problem with your hand, with your thumb. Oh, you're going to volunteer somebody? Okay, thank
No,
you.
I actually volunteer myself, but I don't have to type it. I can just print it on the computer if I need to.
Oh, no, we need somebody to take the minutes while we're sitting now talking.
Yeah. That.
Oh, you ready to do this?
Not today, I wasn't
Okay.
prepared for it.
Anybody would like to do for today?
I guess.
Okay. Like usual, Sister Zahida, thank you. Jazakallah khairan.
And then when she
This is
gets the
number one.
minutes, she should submit it to the Shura to approve it before we post it.
I don't think the Shura need to approve minutes. We're going to tell the people what we talk about. So the Shura has nothing to do.
Sometimes the person who's taking the minutes, sometimes.
Oh,
may not
okay,
have-
this is the
yeah,
difference.
but-
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
it needs to be approved by more than one person before it's posted.
of course, yes, of course, no problem.
You mean this sure?
Yes,
But if we meet once a month, we want it out to the community before the month goes out.
okay.
And
Appreciate.
the last thing is just if we have a format of the evening. First, if we want to talk about what happened last month, just like in the imams or the CIC. If we have, what happened last month and then what we want to have. Just general format.
Jazakallah khair. Well taken, and it's very important points. And basically, since we propose for this meeting, my proposal to be at least the start with once a month. No more than this, not less than this, because Before you run, you have to walk. You maybe even have to crawl. So we saying if we make it every week, you know how is the number going to drop, or twice a month. So I try to be reasonable. If we can come once a month, this number one. It's going number two to be in a weekend. Number three, that will be towards, you understand, two prayers time like Asr and Maghrib, and that inshallah from next time we can organize a dinner so that people can benefit and not to be worried about going back home and cooking and these things. Uh, the issue here, my main concern for tonight, that we acknowledge if there is a problem or no problem. You see, me as an imam, I can imagine things, but other people do not see. If we, followers and leader, did not see the same thing together with the same eye, we have a problem. So I'm coming to claim that there is a problem and we need to fix it. Okay? So now my concern is that we share it, we agree about it or not. We are not together. We are not, you understand, in a social way, in an activity way, in almost nothing, you understand, that we have a place of worship, that we come hundreds, you understand, in Juma, and after this is dead, is dead place. And for the last khutbah, I talk about how a mosque is supposed to be in a Muslim community. So I'm not here to put anything for what we're supposed to discuss today. I want people to talk and everybody express themselves. And in my logic, we need to identify that there is a problem first. If there is no problem, so what we're here for, or what we're going to talk about. So if we acknowledge that there is a problem, what are the problems? And after this comes a letter, how are we going to solve these problems? Did I answer you? Some.
On some.
Some. Okay, what I didn't answer. So I can try to answer it.
Well, is this the agenda for today or for all the meetings?
No, only for today. Because now if we agree there is a problem and we need to solve a problem and we commit it, now we're going to formulate among ourselves a people who can make the agenda, take the notes, people who all this will become something carried by everybody.
Well, we don't have to speak about only problems.
Okay.
Yeah, we can speak about, as you said, there are things happen in the community that I'm not aware of.
Okay?
We can bring it up in this meeting and say, okay, this is what happened last month or last week.
Okay?
So we're all aware of what happened to our brothers or sisters.
Okay? This is fine with me. I said the mic we're here for anybody can talk about what they want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you talk about it, talk about this, or don't talk about it. Talk about watermelon, but don't talk about banana. No, I'm saying we have an opening meeting. We came to sit with each other for 1 hour, okay? Caring, or we try to care more or care less about the mosque and the community. What you want to say about this? This is what is here for. You want to say something? Anybody want to raise their hand? Amin? Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. I want to talk to you about, I talk to you and Brother Habib about, rules. My problem if y'all say, no eating in the masjid or no smoking on the masjid grounds, when you see this, it's, always happening, so when when it's something to be said or implemented, nobody following the rules. So that's one of the big issues that I have, so.
Please raise your hand if you need the mic. If you think your voice will reach here, you don't have to have the mic, okay? If you want to talk, raise your hand, you'll be acknowledged. Like I said, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. News, views, problems, whatever. Muhammad, I'm sorry, Sister Zahida, she raised her hand
I
first.
just want to ask, once they present the problem, are we going to talk about it right after, or we want to talk about it, address it collectively, at the end? Like he just stated a problem, are we going to talk about it now before we go to the next question, or are we going to go to the next question then address it all at once?
We're taking minutes.
Okay,
After this, we'll get him back to this.
okay.
First, like I said, people said the Imam invited us for a meeting. Why? Why is the Imam invited us for a meeting? The Imam assumes there is a problem. And he say, as example, I will pick up one person among you and tell him or her, stand up. Name 10 people. They don't have the same color like you. They don't have the same language like you. They are not from the same country. And name 10 people sitting here. So this shows you we don't know each other even by name. If I have a problem, I understand maybe somebody is a doctor or is a lawyer. Why I understand I'm not go to this person and ask them for advice? Because I don't know even we have a lawyer in the community, okay? So, like I say, even names, knowing each other, and I'm not talking about people who just moved to Colombia. We're talking about people been in Colombia for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. I can point to 10 of you and say, stand up and name somebody's name. 3 people that they are not from your country. They are not talking the same language. They are not eating the same food. We don't know each other. And this is what Allah wants us to do? We have classes in the community. We have activities. How many people they come to the classes? Do you think it's right for you to live like this? You don't educate yourself about Islam? So I assume that there is a problem. And this is the reason I'm inviting the community to care and to see if we can solve the problem, if we can help, if we can do something about it. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. No, somebody. Muhammad?
Well, as far as getting to know people, I guess I don't really know a lot of people, their names. I know I've seen them, but I mean, like, how would we become closer as Muslims, brothers? How would we develop a closer brotherhood? I mean,
Finish.
well, my what I would primarily would suggest or talk about was yeah, I don't know. I know I talked to you and Brother Habib about installing solar power to power the masjid, and I have the SCNG standard for interconnecting small generation, 100 kilowatts or less, and it's their agreement, and it says this standard applies to small generators installed at existing area electrical power system distribution customers with the determination of minimal impact. So 100 kilowatts is 100,000 watts, and what SCNG does is they connect it to the grid, they connect it to your meter, and whatever power you produce, then it lessens your bill, or it can eliminate your bill. And if you produce over, then you can get a credit or even get paid for it. And I thought that would be something good for the masjid to eliminate the electric bill, to eliminate the expense of electricity for the mosque. I thought that would help to make the mosque more sustainable, as far as ongoing, by lessening the expense here at the mosque.
Inshallah, Jazakallah khairan, Muhammad, for your suggestion. I think that, it's certainly well taken. And we all need to think in terms of this being our masjid. Before anyone speaks, we'd like to ask if you would introduce yourself. Say your name. At least this will be an opportunity for you to identify the person and then try to remember who they are. This is a start. As the Imam mentioned, we don't know who's who. All of us should be able to go away from here at least knowing 10 persons, 10 new persons than we knew before we came in here, inshallah. You mentioned that you had spoken to the Imam and Habib about this suggestion, and I'm sure that if it's something that can benefit the community, it will be looked at. I would like to suggest that we all need to ask ourselves, why are we here, and is this masjid, do we have ownership in this masjid? Do you feel like this is your masjid? The reason why I say that, because I've been to different communities, and one of the most active communities that I've been to, I won't say where it is, but the reason why it was the most active community, because the membership in the community, or the Muslims there, they take ownership in what's going on. They're involved. You see, and they're not leaving it up to 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 people to get things done. And this is one of the, I'm sure, one of the problems that we have seen over the years, with the same people doing the same work over and over and over again, or always relying on a few to get things done. I want to maybe challenge myself first and ask all of you to consider taking ownership that this is your masjid. Certainly this is the house of Allah, but that it's not going to work unless you work it, unless we make it work. You
have something? Go ahead.
My name is Muhammad Ashraf. I have an advice, or we call suggestion, that between this Muslim community, I've been here since a long time, like Imam said. I know Imam from almost 34 years, and I realized that we don't have a good communication between our brotherhood. So if it can be possible that we will have like a telephone number or names, like a small directory, so that will help call around and let the brothers know that if they can make it to the masjid, and that way we can get together. Well, most of the brothers, we don't know their phone number, so it's hard to get in touch with them. Thank you.
I have an idea for a project doing dawah at the flea market. Brother Suhaid and I did that on several occasions. We had a dawah table at the flea market, and then we kind of helped a little bit, but we need more people. We can have more people, so if I can have like 16 names, and if somebody can give me 4 hours a month, I will make sure to call this person, and I'll get stuff for him, reserve the table, and have everything ready for him.
Can you share with us in a few minutes what it's like to do a dawah table at the flea market?
We have a big Jesus sign, then we have some
Really?
literature. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brother Suhaid can share some of his thoughts on this. Yeah. So we have this. So I thought we see a lot of people there, so I thought we could use that to our advantage to tell them about Islam. So if we can have so if we can have at least like 20 people who are willing to give about 3 to 4 hours a month towards that, and then we'll take care of making sure there's a table for them, there's literature, there's a sign. We just need their time.
Do they have to talk to the people? I mean, do they have to engage?
Not necessarily. They can just pass out literature, or they can talk. Depends on worst case scenario. If they don't know how to answer, they can just give them a piece of literature on whatever subject the questioner is asking.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Imam Latif Abdul Wasi. I'm from Middletown, New York. Alhamdulillah. My suggestion is, as far as the Dawah program, I'm just going to throw some stuff out. Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
because what we're getting a lot of input. People are inputting information, but there's no resources on how to export or how to give it back to the people where the people can digest it and then utilize it. Alhamdulillah. The brother spoke about the dawah program, just about getting people to come out to give dawah. That's not a very good idea on my behalf. I say this because everybody cannot give dawah. Because if somebody asks you a question and then you don't know the answer to the question, then you cause them to lose insight into what the deen is. So my suggestion is try to form a dawah committee with people who are conscious of what the dawah is supposed to express, what the aqidah of the people are. You know, alhamdulillah, not to take away from your program, but alhamdulillah, our basic concept is to get the people to enter into Islam. And that means that we have to give them basira. We have to give them clear information, not what we think. So that means that people have got to come out to the classes that the imams and the naibs and those who are trying to transmit this information to the people, as the imam said, to make the community aware of their religion. And that begins with the adults, not the children, but with the adults. Because, alhamdulillah, if the adults know, they're going to make sure that the children know. But now, if the adults don't know, then they won't care. Alhamdulillah, we'll wear kufis, we'll grow beards, we'll wear the dress, but there'll be no substance. So, alhamdulillah, the import is on the parents. Make sure the parents come out to these classes and then inspire their children. As far as smoking around the masjid, akhi, you should have a shirta team. You should have brothers your size, or bigger, and step to these brothers and say, akhi, this is not good, especially for the children, because now what you're doing, you're having them accept this around the masjid. And it should be the brothers who are strong enough in this deen who make the other brothers understand. It's not a complex issue, but if we don't address it, like I said, rules and regulations are in place for a reason. The imam is not the one who's supposed to walk up to a brother and say, you're not supposed to smoke. It's the brother who he delegates this authority to, and then that will help the people to respect this community. Because if they don't respect the community, then they won't be here. Then that'll be a release of that problem. That problem won't exist again, because they'll go somewhere else with the fitna. But you have to be firm. Alhamdulillah. When we have these types of meetings, and I'm just saying in general, if all the problems are put on the table, then as we know, we're going to put everything together, and we're going to look for the most extreme problem, and then we're going to try to fix from the extreme to the less extreme. This is how you become a community. This is how you form a bond. How we become community. We eat together. We sleep together. We work together. All these things are part of building a community. Like the imam said, when you work with somebody, you're going to call that person's name over and over. If it's 8 hours, you're going to call that person's name. And eventually you're going to get accustomed to it. If you're coming out to eat with that person, you're going to sit down and you're going to conversate. Alhamdulillah, like the imam said. You have to get to know the people, and the Prophet ﷺ said you get to know a person by eating with them, sleeping with them, working with them. So alhamdulillah, this is what community is. So we have to, as the imam said, you have to come out. You have to come out to support the community in whatever project they have. And then you take from the workers. You take the workers and inshallah you cultivate them. You get them to understand what the project is, so that it's a collective project, not an individual project. Alhamdulillah. I'm like the imam. I get started, I can't stop, but mashallah.
Yes, sister.
My name is Rahma. I don't know. Well, the first thing you asked is, do we feel like this is our community? Yes, I feel like this is my community. I feel like that if we present something to the imam or anybody else, that we can do pretty much whatever we want at the masjid, as long as it's something positive and it's something that's in accordance with the Quran and Sunnah. On Friday afternoons, I do a sister's class, and we read Surah Al-Kahf. We also share some snacks. One thing I do miss is the community dinners that we used to have every first Saturday of the month. This was one way that I myself got to know a lot of different sisters, a lot of people that were new here. We have like now like a very large Iraqi group that's here. A lot of different people, and food always brings people out. After the dinner, we would have a small lecture or a meeting or what have you inside the musalla. I think this was something really nice, and I wish that we could do it again, start doing it again. I think this would be an appropriate venue to have discussion after we eat, and or we can have a few brothers to do some activities with some of the younger boys instead of them just kind of running around freely. We have basketball court. We have space for them to throw football around. Maybe before, after the food is served. But I would really like to see the community dinners come back, and inshallah, maybe I could help or be a part of that.
Yes. Thank you.
I was trying to be polite and let the sister go first, but she took my point. But I think the dinner, we canceled the dinner because they said it wasn't enough people to come in or participate in. But I think if we try to emphasize that more and at least do something to get the people to come together, because I mean, if we talking about doing dawah and this, that, whatever, but we need to build from the inside and then go out. So talking about doing programs is fine, but what are we talking about? We care. So we meaning the people here. So we're not talking about people at the here, there, whatever. Yeah. So the community dinner used to get the people to come, and then it just started fading away, and even that it would be the same person cooking each time because nobody else wants to do it. And so if we can revitalize this program and make it something more than just people coming in, stuff in their face, getting seconds, third plates, coming in the musalla, going to sleep, and actually an activity or something, and then we can go from there and make this program, like you said, the people come out for the food, make this program be the launch pad for whatever else we want to do. Like you said, if it's an activity day, I mean, it could be made into something where there's activities going on at the masjid for that day, or just something to use this program, the dinner, as more than just a dinner. Because I mean, it's been gone for a while now, and that was a program that we had for years. So I think that would be the best thing, is to try to revitalize that, and especially Ramadan is coming, so we can also use that as a launch pad, to bring in Ramadan, and hopefully from all the people coming from Ramadan or whatnot, Ramadan could be like a charging point to keep the program going after Ramadan is finished. So I think that's something that should really be looked at.
There's a lot of good ideas thrown on the table, the rules, the masjid rules, the electric bills, the da'wah, the dinner, the directory, a lot of rules thrown. Where are we going from here? Are we just going to throw, suggestions and then go home, or?
Okay, suggest something. Give us direction. If we are not doing it right, tell us. We are here to hear.
And that's what I said in the beginning. Let's have format, structure to this.
Okay, make a format for us.
That's all.
Okay, let's plan for a dinner for next month.
So you see, okay, my question here: are we a community or we are not? Our present condition.
No.
How many people agree?
Semi-community.
Are we a community as we're supposed to be as Muslims? Okay? Because I tell you what, let me get you a simple example. One family, okay, a husband or a wife or both, can pick up the phone, okay, can pick up the phone and call their associate, I don't know what other better word to put it, okay, or their people, they will gather double and triple what we have only by one person picking up the phone. I have a dinner in my house. You will find at least 100 people there because they are connected by culture, or they connected by a social, or by whatever. But we here, and we, can somebody tell me that we are connected? Can the imam or assistant imam or even the shura pick up the phone or send the email and the people will respond in the same way? Of course not, in my personal opinion. Okay? Why? Because we don't care. Or we see there is other priority in our life. So the problem that to start with, that for us to acknowledge we are not acting as a community. We have the ability that we can be a community, but for whatever reason. So we need to acknowledge this, and now we search what is the problem, why we are not connected, why we are not together, why we are not supporting one another, okay? Now, after this, we find the means. Like I said, I acknowledge that some people sitting here is more educated than me, more experienced than me, and I'm giving you the mic to talk. If you find a way, but first, do we have a, because if we don't have a problem, why we are here today? So we have to agree first, can you understand my English or not? Yes. So now if you understand my English, let's start talk about something. But if I'm talking French and you understand Spanish, we are not connected. So we have to come to a platform that all of us can agree about, that there are a problem or problems. We are not acting as we're supposed to be, according what Allah wants us to be. So now, if so, are we willing to do some change? Yes. How? This is what we're going to come about. How we're going to change or correct or to come to solve the problem. So number one, that are we both of us communicating? Do we understand each other? Do we have a problem? Do we have a community? Those who said yes, raise your hand. Do we care for one another? Do we support one another? Do we know about each other? Only by name. So it seems that we are not connected. We are connected, that we putting our hands on there is a problem. So now if we have a problem, can we solve the problem? We have means. We can if we want. But if we are not going to acknowledge the problem, it's going to be for years and years and years, and we still the same thing. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Everybody hug. She become Muslim. He become Muslim. And after this what? They said Jum'ah, and they said, okay, Ramadan, and they said, gone. Why we are distant from each other? Why the mosque is empty? Why is the classes, okay, and somebody I know, because we have some smart people sitting here, and that means they are smart. Oh, his English is not good enough. I don't like the way how they put the sentences, or his subject always about Tawheed, but we have Sabri is giving class, we have Habib is giving Khatira, we have, what's his name, the brother giving the class in Saturday, Shakir. We have, you understand, the sister, Naima was giving the class for the sister. So, we give an opportunity for people to talk. In other masajid, you could not do this. So there is a problem there, but we don't want to say I always like to say you. You's the problem. So now we need all of us to come to acknowledge that we together are the problem, and we are the one can be the solution. And I'm not talking about 300-400 people, but we're talking at least about 17 people. If they are ready to come to be committed to a goal that we need to make a change, We need to improve ourselves. We have to have a better communication, better community, better mosque. We can go from here. Now we can start to build meetings, phone numbers exchange, dinners, everything, because everything is available in this center here, but we don't acknowledge it.
You know how we have
You
the...
take the mic so they can hear you. I'm glad that we have a young man here going to talk.
You know how we have the sleepover here at the masjid? If we want to have that sleepover, we can get like the parking lot over by the gates. We can, like when it's empty, we can use it as a soccer field, and then we can play soccer, and then everybody will get hungry, and then we can have a dinner over at the fire, and everybody will be sleepy. Then we can go to sleep, and then in the morning we can have the leisure class and eat breakfast. And
Sound good. But you know, he was here in the last sleeping over.
yes.
How many adults was here? Think before you talk. How many adults supervise the children? See, we have a problem. The children want something. Are we there for the children? The sisters, they want the programs, or they want this. Are we there for the sisters? As the brothers need to do. We have a lot we can do. We are not stopping people to do things. But there is a problem. We don't care. We have to start to care. As example, in a couple of weeks, the closest school is closed. What's going to happen to all these children, hundreds and hundreds of Muslim boys and girls? Do we have a program for them? And even if we have a program for them, how many will send their children? Okay? We have Islamic school upstairs as example. How many families participate? We have a serious problem. We have a problem. We don't even appreciate having this building. Go ahead.
Let me just speak honestly, and I mean, all three of you sitting up there have been more places than I've been. So you have more experience and knowledge than me. But just to say, okay, are we here the problem? I don't think so, no, because we're here. The people who are not here are the problem. And as far as all of these like programs at other meshes that are run by this, that, the bottom line to so many things is finances, and we don't have that here. Because there's not people, you have programs, but there's people paying for these programs. Money, money, money. And regardless of what anybody says, it comes back to money. If you don't have the money to do these things, nobody's going to come out their pocket and pay for kids to sleep over. Nobody's going to come out their pocket for, oh, let's have a big, thing for the kids. These places have money, and money funds everything. Every now and again, you can do something because somebody volunteered. On my way to work this morning, I saw like 15 people outside the church cutting the grass and taking care of it. I was like, you know what? You can tell that this was people who go to this church taking care of the property of the church. But when you're talking about doing something on a consistent basis, if you don't have the finances for it, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen no matter how much we talk about it, no matter how much we want it to happen, no matter how much we say this person's the problem. I can know 100 brothers named from India and 15 brothers from China. If there's no money to do it, it's not going to happen. To me, that's what I believe it is, and I could be wrong. Like I said, you guys have been more places than me and know, but these other programs and other communities that I ask about, it's all funded by someone or some organization or something that's funding it, that's making it happen.
That goes back to what Imam Sabri was saying about taking ownership. If each brother here took ownership, if you wanted to mentor three little brothers, don't take no money, it just takes the effort. If the parents see you doing what you say that you're going to do for their children, they'll support you. You know why they're going to support you? Because you're making their life a whole lot easier. So, like the Imam said, if there's no adults here to help to show what mentorship is, what supervision is, what leadership is, the children are not going to have that ingrained into their hearts. So it's upon the adults of this community, and I don't only say this community, but every community that we sit in, that we visit, that we have to take a leadership role and be assertive. And when you assertive, the money will come, wallahi. Wallahi. Because if something needs to be done and everybody is pitching in, like you said, everybody's cutting grass, everybody's mowing the lawn, everybody's trimming the hedges. Why? Because they have a vested interest in it. You have to have a vested interest in your community in order for your community to grow and to respond to the needs of the people. When the children start asking for stuff and we don't hear them, even though they're speaking loud into the heart, we have a problem. We have a problem. Brothers should be standing up right now and saying, well, we're going to do this. We're going to commit to this. And then hold fast to your commitment. Allah says in the Quran, He says, all you who believe, fulfill all obligations. The obligation of the men of the community is to provide a safe haven and a learning port for the children in order for them to carry on the message.
I would like to add to what brothers we said about the dawah. I can make time like per month, like I can go with you. And also I have a suggestion that I think before we go out to give dawah, we need some training. So and we need some experience. What I have seen, like from other sheikhs, I can give the example of Sheikh Ahmed Dida. I saw his videos, teaching people how to deal with questions. So maybe over in this community we have elders, we have people who have been giving dawah for a very long time, and we can use their experience. If maybe somebody can teach us something about giving dawah, then we will be more prepared for it, and then we can go out in the flea market. But we will need some people who are committed to it. So if we can get some names down, and if maybe we can have some training before we go out and give dawah, then I think it will be better.
Go here.
As Brother Habib said, I think all of us here, either we had an invitation or we got a notice that there was going to be a meeting today. And by our presence, I believe that speaks to the fact that we're not satisfied on how our community is. If we're going to call it a community, semi-community, all of us that are here, we're not satisfied how the community is as it stands right now. And each one of us are here because we want to see a difference in the community. So I think it's important for us, being that we're here, and it's like when we have classes, when we have dinners, when we have gatherings, a lot of times, although we can have, 1,000, 2,000 people for each prayer, you see the same people for salah, you see the same people for class, you see the same people for the dinner. So for those of us that are here, we can recognize who's here. We don't have to worry about the 700 people that are not. We need to focus on the ones that are here and let us, a small group, get together and we can make programs amongst ourselves. We can do things amongst ourselves. If there's some people that are more interested in doing gardening, they can do gardening. Not everyone's going to want to do the same thing. If there's some sisters that want to do a class, let the sisters do a class. Not all of us have to get together and everybody say so often everybody has to come together and we all have to do it. Everyone has different likes, different dislikes, different interests. So I think with all of us here, we have enough people here to say, hey, I'm committed to changing something about my community. I took the first step in coming. I want to see what I can do to help improve my community. And so subhanAllah, you always see the same faces that are ready to do something. So I say, we're here. Let us know what we can do to improve the community. If someone thinks that they can do something to help, let them say what it is that they can do. If someone, the brother said, hey, I can do this for energy, I can do this. Let's see what other people want to get together with the sister, with the brother, and we can work together from there.
Okay, let's take from this point, okay? We are not talking about those people who are not here. because those who are not here, it will be our job if we are committed to bring these people. And like I said, even if you bring only one person, but we never have this core. We don't have a center, people that you can say those are the people who's going to be foundation for the work. We need to identify the people, regardless it's gone or not. The social gatherings and the cooking didn't stop because money, because people, they come, they eat the dinner, they did not even clean after themselves, okay? So they don't want to even sit down for khatira of 10 minutes. Oh, this is a social gathering. And they only, so they come to eat dinner and leave the trash and they go. Who breaking his back? Habib. Okay? Or the imam used to be. They said, this is not going to work. We need people say, okay, we want to make a change, I'm here. You give me a duty, or I'm telling you what I can do. And now we want to be aware about what we're doing, and we can sit down and discuss it and formulate something. Does the attending one class a week is too much? And how much is the imam in charge for his class? Why there is no students in the class? But regardless, one person come or 10 people, the imam is telling giving the class, because he believes in his camera more than the people, because he knows that somebody else will make a use of the class. Okay? So we have to first acknowledge that there is a problem, and that we really, our presence here, to do something about it. And I want to know, the first thing I said, we need to be committed for a meeting once a month. Okay? It's not a social gathering anymore. It's going to be we care. I don't mind that will be provided a dinner. Okay? Money never was a problem here in this community, because when we have the summer program every year, what happened? The number dropped from 120 children to almost 25. Why? It was not because money. The money was there. We have teachers. We have journey. We have picnics. They go outside. People don't care. They don't care. Like I said, a person that his father has a farm of apples. You find him and the donkeys, they walk on apples, they stepping over it, because it means nothing to them. But somebody coming from the south, he see an apple, say, oh, it's so beautiful, can I get one? Because we have many things here, the people could not see it. And other people, they don't see priority for mosque. A mosque to pray. Pray what? Juma. After this, nothing. Okay, let the people who want to understand this, let them understand it. But do I have 20 people, 17 people, regardless people come or they don't come, they committed? And number one, committed for one class a week, one meeting a month. If you go for 6 months with this speed, now you are about to change in the community. Or $10 a month in donation, one class a week, one salah a day, one salah every other day in the mosque, or twice I'm going to see them. This what we talk is the change. This is the change. I know that I have 17 people, they're willing to make a change. We're going to, all of us going to make a change. We're going to support each other, you understand, as a group, as a team. We're making a change. How? We're going to attend once a month a meeting. We're going to attend one class a week. Doesn't matter, by Sabri, by Adly, by Bashir, by sister, by a brother. That is going to be one class a week. Even if you know the information. We are not better than the Sahaba. He said, تعالى نؤمن بربنا ساعة. Come, let's sit down. Talk about Islam for 1 hour to increase our faith. We became a distant from the mosque. So we have to make a commitment towards our deen, and our brothers and sisters. So I'm proposing something like this. My daughter went yesterday to the yogurt place because they make a sale. Fill the whole what you call for $4. I say I'm not going to get. She want to offer me a yogurt. Say how much it is, $4. I say no. I would think about $4 twice before I spend it in a yogurt. Okay? Why we can give a $4 in a cup of yogurt, but our children don't think about dropping $4 a month for the mosque? We have to make a change. Why we can go every time we have a social gathering, we have so and so have a aqiqah, we have so and so have a swimming pool, so and so, but we could not come as a team once a week for a class. So if we are not going to make a change and collectively, and when I see you and you see me, this it gives us the encouragement. It gives us the, why? Because the same thing like you go to spy, okay? And you make an exercise, you try to lose weight. All of them about the same goal. All of them see each other doing something. It gives motivation. Go ahead, Sister Iman. Amina.
Everything that's been going on and being here, I've been Muslim and being in this masjid for a year and a half now. And what I have noticed through my being here is the problem is because there's no involvement. So, can everybody hear me? There's no involvement, and you know, because of my past experiences working as a community services district manager for 35 years back home in Hawaii, I kind of have some ideas as to how to build communities because that was part of my job. And one of the things that's very, very important is we need to identify the needs of people here. Because I know there's a lot of, we have a diverse group of cultures, and everybody has something very unique to contribute. And once we identify the needs, then we can start setting goals. So it doesn't matter whether we have 20 people, or 80 people, or 500 people. The number of people is not important, because who will be there from the beginning to start working on those goals and start pulling people in to work towards accomplishing those goals is what's most important. But the needs to be identified first. Because I know everybody here has different needs. We're all from different cultures and different needs. We are from different social backgrounds. We're not all the same as far as economy. We don't all make the same amount of money. But there are many ways. There's a lot of programs out there that will benefit a lot of you. I know myself because I work with federal programs over the years and stuff. There's many, many programs that are out there to benefit everybody. There's income guidelines, of course, in a lot of different programs that we can qualify for or we can apply for. But we need to form a community group within our own masjid in order for us to start setting goals and start working towards completing those goals. And that's the one way we can pull the community in together. Identify those goals and have people contribute, because everybody has something unique to contribute to all of these that we're trying to work towards, to not just for the children, but for all of us. And part of that involvement, because we need to expose ourselves outside. We all know that Islam does not have good reputation with the community because they're blind-sided. They don't want to understand us. All they hear is what the media put out, and it's not very pretty. So it's up to us to sell ourselves to the community. And I think what we did last Saturday was a very good thing. I didn't know that you guys do this every year, and that's one of the many ways that we can do. We can also do, you know, like workshops or whatever. We can make it big, invite the community, invite the media. The media is free. I can make PR relationship with the media. We can invite them so that way the state or the city of Columbia will know that we all worship the same God. We are all for the same goal. We're not worshiping some idol as most people out there believe. And I think we need to work on that. That's just my opinion because I'm new at this and coming from background that was not Muslim, and I know what can be done and what I can contribute to help our community, you know, bring awareness to outside here, to the non-Muslim community.
Jazakallah khair, sister. We're looking forward to your contribution in helping to organize the community with your experience, inshallah. Yes? Oh, I'm sorry.
To touch on what she was saying is our community really don't understand Islam. They say what's going on in the media. I get this all the time. So one way we can actually help people to understand that Islam is better is homeless people. They get fed every day by the churches some days. We can come together and feed them once a week. And inshallah, you can also get grant money for things like this. And you can put pamphlets in the bags so they can get a clear understanding of Islam.
I think the sister hit on a very, very important point that we need to identify the needs. Some of those needs have been expressed tonight from those of you who shared or offered your concerns. But we want to hear from as many people as possible, and also those who have not spoken. We want to, if you've already shared, it's not that we're going to overlook you, but we want to give everyone the opportunity to speak that may have not spoken yet. Abdul Mufti, you had your hand up? Okay. Yes.
One more thing I might add is my name.
Just for a moment, sister.
My name is Abdul Kabit. That's okay.
Forgive me.
You know, and hearing and being here, it's a pleasure being in the community. But, you know, in totality, I think the problem, I don't want to put problem as a problem name on it, but socially, and I've spoken about this before, being in the community. You know, we attend classes, we make salat, and we, you know, come to know each other in salat. And I also think that the Share Islam program that we gave last week, probably should be produced again before the year ends out. But also in teaching the deen, what can we socially apply as we go out that door? And what I mean by that, intricately, how can the people apply the deen? Because a lot of people socially can't acquire it or apply it. You say Quran and Sunnah when they leave out this door. Socially, there's many needs, there's many cultures, and people don't know each other, of course. But if we socially involve ourselves, well, like you say, everybody has different skills and contributions that they can put in, the finances is surely going to come from Allah. Surely going to come from Allah if we work. But I think and we're speaking about the Christian communities and how they work together, because they allow other programs to come in the community and help the people. Whether it's with learning how to do finance, learning how to take care of their home. These classes just can't all the time come from one person or two people. When you sometimes have that person there that says that they have the what called socially academic degree behind it, and they're working currently in this business to teach it and help bring this person up from where they may be struggling from. A person can come to Salat and they can leave Salat and still be struggling, but they'll still hold back of what their need is. So if we get these type of programs, classes involved in the community, whether they be more than one day, more than once a month, to meet the people will come. The masjid will see the difference. The attendants will see the difference. And I think we have to maybe monitor, but I think everybody out there is connected to the media. Some type of way, we have to connect and bring something vibrant here, because folks, I mean, they're connected. This is the new way of life. But we have to find out how we're applying this deen and connecting it to teaching the adults, the children, that they can go outside of this door and face that world and apply. How can we do that? What's our step in that way? You're going to get your support from the same faces that I've seen here for many months, many years. But now socially, when your children is coming up and you're trying to work and you're trying to be the father of the family, socially, how can you apply this deen to your job, to the community, to your neighbor? as well as coming back to the community and being socially, what? A part of.
I would like to ask, as you make your offering with your ideas, your suggestions, that you put a commitment behind it. Inshallah ta'ala. That you, if you have an idea to do something or you see that something needs to be done, be willing to say, I will be glad to do such and such. And start thinking or formulating a plan or a date or time when something can happen. For example, the brother mentioned about the dawah table, you know, and the brother mentioned about the need for dawah training. Be prepared to make a commitment to work towards that, inshallah ta'ala. The monthly dinners that we used to have. Be prepared to make a commitment to do that, to be a part of it. Let's not just leave all of these good ideas out in the, you know, in the cloud for us to think about and then come back next month to rehash it again and not have made any progress. Anyone else? I saw some hands. Sister Zahida's hand has been waiting for some time. Yes. Okay. Sister Zahida, can we hear from the little fella here? Please, when you speak, introduce yourself so that we can get to know you, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
My name is Ismail. Sometimes when I come to pray, I hear people forget to put their phones on silent, so it disturb people when they pray. And some people bring their child still, so the kids run around and scream, and that disturbs people. So I'll be glad to help.
Jazakallah khair.
I'll be helping.
Very good, Akhi. Barakallah feek. We need your help, Ismail. Sister Zahida, you got that? You wrote that down? That's Ismail. He's going to be the cell phone patrol in the Musalla, inshallah.
I wanted to, I hear a lot. I wanted to say that, I think if we would really think about the reason why we come to the masjid, things would be better. What I see that I really have a problem with here is that it saddens me when I walk through the door on the sister's side. It's dirty diapers, it's trash, it's food, simply because somebody don't want to pick up behind themselves. When I come through, I don't see the same mess in the cellar. Even as I come through the reception area, it's different from the brothers. And I think we as sisters should be better for our minds. I mean, it really saddens me. I don't have a problem cleaning it up, but I feel like if there should be any cleaning going on and somebody getting paid for it, it should be general cleaning. But we come here, if we're Muslims and we're about cleanliness, there's no way that we should come in and see trash overflowing from us. You know, not from somebody else doing it, but from us. We even here, they give us the opportunity to do it, but what do we do? What do we show them, you know, appreciation for that? We just leave it. And we leave it for somebody else to clean it. You know, I just don't think it's fair. And honestly, I think that it's been looked over for many a years. As long as I've been coming here, it's been that. I mean, sometimes we'll bend and say, okay, we can even side it due to the weather, you know, but it's not a team effort. It's not. And we really should think about the reason why we come to the masjid. I know why I come, but sometimes when I come and I walk through the door, I get discouraged because I don't want to pray in a mess, because now I got to clean it before I pray. It just don't make sense to me. I mean, I don't know if any of you agree, but I think we should try to form some type of cleaning committee, and if it's not a committee, just commit to pick up behind yourself, remind someone who may have dropped something to pick it up, you know, or have a designated area, which we tried before to, you know, to have for people to eat in, but I just think that people don't care. So yes, this program is about we caring, but everybody else has to care too. This is our masjid, and sometimes you feel like you want to say something, but you don't want to step on nobody's toes, you don't want to make anybody everybody to feel a certain type of way because they may not want to come back to the mosque or whatever the issue is. But I mean, I really do feel like everybody would agree to keep this masjid clean, especially on the sister side. It's not over here. This is where the sisters want to sit all the time, but we can't because this is for the brothers. But we have to do better. We just have to do better. That's my only problem I wanted to address today.
Okay, on that note, and we're gonna continue, can we get commitments from anyone? Can we get commitments from those of you who are here, for brothers and sisters, to participate in the ongoing cleanliness and upkeep of the masjid? I see only one hand from the sisters. 2, 3. Okay, Sister Zahida, please make sure you get the names of all the sisters and brothers. We need a brother to write down the names of the brothers. Subri, would you write everybody's name, inshallah?
This is only to touch it, the sinners, the lonely.
Okay. So those of you who have raised your hand for masjid cleanliness, please see Brother Subhi, give him your name, give him your phone number, so that
Here.
That will be organized. Now, how can we see a show of hands of everyone that's going to be committed to coming to the masjid once a month for the We Care meeting? Inshallah.
Is it going to be the second Saturday every month, same time, or first Saturday?
It's up to the people. We are not here to tell the people what if the people.
Okay. So everyone who's committed to coming to the We Care meetings once a month on the Saturday, can we see by a show of hands?
Can we ask the people who has not already committed to raise their hand so they don't have to write down everybody's name?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Whoever has not signed on, or whoever has not made the initial commitment that we have signed here, you should let the Sister Zahida know so she can add your name to the commitment list. Now the question is, are we going to do it on the second Saturday of every month, like this Saturday? Are we going to do it? Is this a good time? If you want to talk about the time or the day, which Saturday it should be, then by all means let's do so we can move on. This is a good time. So this is the second Saturday of the month. Is this a good time for everybody?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. So we'll stick to that, inshallah.
I have a question, if you don't mind, everybody. Is this commitment for getting together, or a commitment for, like you say, qualification of involvement or We Care membership or whatever? I'm suggesting that, or we should have a meeting over what does it mean being a member of We Care. Like as example, I say monthly donation. I heard that somebody paying $80 for their cable. $80 for their cable. But the same person, he or she, I don't know, even they give $5 towards a mosque every month. What I'm saying, that we can draw something called a membership, if you want to use this term, or qualification for We Care member, okay? Part of it does not have to be a lot. If we start with something small, like as example, $10 a month donation to the mosque, once a week class, once a week that you're going to attend a class in the mosque, all right? So now instead of the teacher giving up, he knows that I have 7 members or 7 students or 7 teachers is going to come and be with me, so I have to go to prepare and not to be feel down that nobody come and I give any kind of class. So this is what I'm talking about. Should we make a meeting only for this, or we should discuss it now, or we don't have to discuss? What does it mean? What does it mean to you? You are a member of We Care. This is what I'm saying. Anybody can give me yes or no, or their suggestion about this point.
It means that I came today and sat in the meeting. I mean, not meeting for meeting. It means we came and sat in the meeting. We, mashallah, we stayed for an hour and a half talking about
what
this
would you
subject
like
and that
for it to
subject,
mean?
and in 3 minutes we said, okay, yeah, we're going to clean up the masjid. So we could have had a 3-minute meeting.
What would you like for it to mean?
It would, I mean, to have some kind of directive, to have some, at the beginning of the meeting, you know, yeah, Abu Sajid, he said, okay, like, you know, like trying to get some,
Narrow down.
yeah, and it was like, okay, well, it's wide open. Okay, alhamdulillah, everybody brought up good points, and everybody talked hour and a half, and then 3 minutes, the sister said, the masjid is dirty, I don't want to be in the dirty masjid. Everybody said, okay, and raised their hand. So, I mean, it needs to be something, we need to have a point, a goal, you know what I'm saying? If it's just going to be the same people, I mean, of course, we know how many people here, it's going to be half of that next month, you know, so we need to be realistic, and we need to have a goal, and not just be, you know, okay, we have this idea to feed the homeless, this idea to you know, go to dawah, this idea to do this. What is the group going to do together as a group? Not each person go do this. You have an idea, do this. You have an idea, do this. What is the group going to do together? The group needs to do something together.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu salam ala rasulillah. Please, sister. We have a direction that we're going. We're saying here, look, we got 17 people or whatever the number is, okay? We are committed to care for this masjid. So I got this in my brain, that we're here to care about the masjid. Now we got some suggestions. Okay, pay $10 a month. I can walk up and down the street and pick up cans and make $10 a month. So that's something that I can do. So everybody or whoever those people are committed, that's something, check it off. You can do that. We're talking about come to at least one class a week. I can't do that. There's 3 or 4 classes going on. Pick one. Nobody say come to this one. No, there's 4 of them, pick one. That's something I can do. So we're talking about things that if people are committed, they can do it. So let's go from there.
So the thing suggested was donate $10 a month, come to a class once a week, come to this meeting once a month, and what else?
I don't have to be the one who designed it. All of us here together to do something that we can agree about it, okay, and we can do it. Because when I don't see you, you're missing, okay, now it's my duty to check in you because you had accepted this kind of agreement, okay, we're assisting one another. So we're going to be a mirror for one another. We're working as a team. And sometimes you're going to be in a committee, and sometimes you're going to be with the whole group doing it together. So, but basically we have to have a people, because later on, 2 months down, 3 months, or maybe a year, other people will see there is some change. They want to be part of what's going on. So this up to you, you understand what kind of commitment, a minimum commitment these people have to take upon themselves. And don't bite more than what you can chew. Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to say that Brother Sabri had brought up some good suggestions when you brought up the idea of this We Care group, which was we should have some type of discussions about family issues, marriage, dealing with children, and things like that. I want to suggest that whenever we have to work on ourselves first, like one of the brothers said, we have to start within. We have to start here. Once we figure out what the need is, I really do feel like there is a need for those type of classes and lectures that will definitely get the people out, especially if we're hearing it from the leader of our community or the ones that have knowledge that have it, because it's going to give us ideas on how we could change things that are going on within our families. We never know, it don't have to be a specific topic. People don't have to tell exactly, but most of the times, most things are hit, you know, on those subjects. So I think we should, I want to suggest that we do that.
Brother Sam.
Yeah. About the clean, the masjid is important because talking about the clean, last year, I remember Brother Habib, he did a hard job to clean all this yard and some people helped him. From last year until now, we just last 3 weeks ago, and people started clean yards. So the yard is cleaned just one time per year. I mean, the whole plant is growing. I mean, you should be do it twice, 3 times, maybe every month, or maybe twice
that group what you have suggested, because when I came by my car, I said that all yard is not clean. Anyone is coming not clean, just clean, but once maybe before Eid or once when we had this meeting, and Brother Habib did hard work for that the appointment for cleaning. Also for lady, I mean, it should be, I heard she say some lady, it changed diaper. This is faith a lot. You have to organize it, lady place. I mean, you have to use it one room, because for a change, for kids, maybe put one room, had some play, the kids play there, and you didn't have changed diaper anywhere. I mean, someone, for example, any visitors coming, and smell something that, I mean, so the cleaning is important for that masjid. That's my suggestion.
Believe it or not, if you see the sister bathroom, you'll be shocked. Okay? They have a special table for changing diapers. They have a nice photo or a frame with a picture. They have things better than the brother's bathroom. But the problem, you understand, I don't want to say the words that stop people coming, okay? If you go see the bathroom for the sisters, okay, they have a new partition there for their bathroom. Everything is brand new, all right? But anyway.
How to organize it that, I mean, some sisters.
So this is what I'm saying, that we need first to be, what you call nucleus? Or it has to be something like a group, united together on a certain goals and things. And they start to be committed to this and move around, and people will get to see them, and they have to talk and they have to advise. But if there is no anything that, you understand, I want to say one thing, and inshallah I'll try to step out of here so you can have your discussion, so I can make sure that the food ready. What was the main thing done in the Prophet time, sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The main thing that the Muslims coming for the salah. They said, if you missing this, nothing is going to go in your community. And if you do this, a lot will be changing your community. Why? Somebody, if there is a war, if there is a beggar, if it's a homeless, whatever it is, immediately. Why? But if we are not seeing the mosque unless only once for Jum'ah and Assalamu alaikum, brother, please give me a minute for an announcement. He's already in his car. So if we, these 17 people, can make some kind of a change in the life, that I'm going to go to the mosque twice a week, this will bring the change. Because the Imam will see, oh, I know Isam, I know Subhi, I saw Luqman, they are committed, they are a member of this, I can talk to them. Subhi, I need this. Isam, this is thing, you understand, the brother need a ride. Oh, Luqman, you understand, the back gate is not open, you see? But if I don't know who are the people who committed, okay, what I'm going to do? I say, don't worry, because Isam, when he comes, he usually comes, he didn't come today, he will be here tomorrow. We don't have this commitment, at least for the mosque. Even we are not going to do anything to help each other, or we have nothing. The mosque is empty, brothers. The mosque is empty, sisters. The mosque is, became, you understand, turning, especially in Friday for social gathering, kids running crazy, because this is the only time the sisters have fun with each other, sitting, drinking coffee and eating kahka and all this ma'mool, and the kids doing whatever, name it, okay? 20 sisters, 40 children, and not even one single brother on the whole mosque to be a security if something happens. How we living? How we living? Forget about all these names and all these titles, and you have to do it like this and this and... Yes, you people went to understand to school and you know how to do it. I give you the lead to do it. But all what I'm telling you, can you come twice a week? Can you come for Salat al-Isha twice a week? This is all what I'm asking. Can we commit to this? Why? Now I know that Isam is come. Now I say, Isam, this is what I need. Okay? But if no people committed, I don't understand, try to approach anybody, say, oh brother, I have to run. Oh brother, I have to do this, you understand? I have to do. But I know there is some people here because they want to help themselves and help others. So these are people I'm talking, we need to make a change. We need to start. We need to start to understand, not only see the mass as on Friday. If we do nothing other than this, you will see the change. But all this talk and all this discussion and put the horse before the cart and the cart before the horse and the horse doesn't have the shoe, we wasting time. Start first, come to the mosque and tell me, yes, I'm one of these people. You will see the change. You will see the change. What kind of Muslims understand? Yes, we have the computer, you have Google, you can go on the internet, you can learn and you study every day. But actually being in the mosque and sitting in front of a teacher, listen to the class, even if you know it, it has some impact in your own iman and makes some change in you. You are not exposing yourself to the mosque. This is a problem. This number one problem. This is number one problem. We talked for 2 weeks about the importance of being a Muslim, going to the mosque, because it's part of the duty of the Muslim. We could not sit in the mosque for 10 minutes. Everything will be solved if we start to commit ourselves at least to the mosque. Anybody else? You have two people here.
On a positive note.
Do I have to be here?
Yes.
On a positive note? Okay, now
on
I
a
see.
positive note, yeah.
Go ahead.
This year marks the 10th year for the Saturday program. Alhamdulillah, Ramadan will mark the 10th year for the Saturday program.
You're talking about the social garden?
That's no, Saturday, after Fajr.
Oh, mashallah.
Yes, 10 years. The members still from day one, other than you and Habib, Luqman on and off, Brother Muhammad from day one, he's a member on Saturday after Fajr. 10 years.
Jazakallah khair. By the way, since you talk about Brother Muhammad, this is a committee by himself. MashaAllah. May Allah bless him. And guess who did it before? We used to be a sister. I got to know that she's from Egypt. Okay? And she is some kind of engineering. She's the one to start these flowers pots and all these things. Okay? She disappeared now. I don't know where she is. I'm not going to say her name. But this brother, since this time, even I offer him the money at least for the flowers that he buy, he refused. He committed himself without even the Imam asking him, can you do this? Every time he sees the flowers, the roses, the grass, all these things in front of the building, this brother is committed to it. He took it upon himself. And he's doing it, been doing it for the last name it. At least 4 or 5 years, I don't know. Okay? We can adopt things, ownership, like what he said. And I know this word is danger because somebody will come, you understand? You know how people make a challenge. But if you want to own the mosque, go ahead.
Can I say something, please?
Yes, go ahead.
I understand what the brother is doing, but I'm not trying to disagree with that, but a lot of the brothers out here, some of them are younger, and they have regular jobs to go to. So a lot of this stuff about volunteering stuff, I think we could make commitment to come to Mix Salah.
Okay.
And make commitment to come for classes. But I don't agree with commitment for cleaning up.
Don't make commitment.
I think the masjid.
Can you make a commitment to come to a class?
Yes.
This is good. Can you make a commitment, you understand, to what you call to be part of this effort once a while?
Yes, my name
it's
is
good.
Yeah, but
it's good.
But another suggestion is this. I think this masjid, this community is big enough. I think we need to have somebody fully employed for cleaning up the outside and the inside.
Okay.
Full time. Because you could say, let's volunteer. A lot of people are going to show up the first month. Then after that, they're going to start slacking. So I think we need to have somebody full time.
What about full time for somebody to make salah?
We could volunteer for that. We could do that ourselves.
Okay, let's do what we can. This is the reason I'm saying let's suggest what we can, okay, and start with it.
Yeah, but they're taking names down for cleaning.
No, don't take.
Don't take names. Take name for salah.
Where is it, brother? Here.
We don't have that list. It's taking notes.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I've been here long enough.
Okay,
That's not gonna
no problem.
work.
It's okay.
That's it right there.
Do you mind? I know it's in favor, okay? Do you okay, I agree with you. This is the reason, let's say we get and work according the lowest of us in speed. But do you think one class for a Muslim too much?
No.
Do you think attending the mosque only to make salah and run, twice a week is too much? Okay. This we want to work about something that we can do. What about hiring somebody full time to go give da'wah to in the flea market? Do you think we can hire somebody? It have to be a Muslim, is it? Okay. So there is certain things that you can hire, and there is certain things you could not hire. So let's try to get together to identify things that we can do as a community together and strengthen each other. Can we come once a month for a meeting and talk?
Yes, we could do it.
Let's agree about something and we do it.
He has more to his point. We talked about it before, about hiring someone maybe 30 hours a week, not only for cleaners, but some type of general maintenance.
You don't think we have it?
I've said that
before. You don't think we have it?
We have had it up.
No, we still
Brother
have.
Habib does not need to break his back cleaning up. You can hire a landscaping guy for $200 a month to come cut the grass, manicure it, everything, with the masjid is looking beautiful. Yes, people can volunteer for it, but if nobody's volunteering for it, well, we're just gonna let the masjid look ugly. Hire somebody to come with their lawnmower with it, and this is their job. They're coming to do it. It needs to be done.
Landscaping is more than a
Just the trash.
Just a general maintenance.
Okay, if the people are not even paying $10 a month,
and then we
how are you going to hire somebody with $200 for a month and people are not even giving $10, paying $80 for the cable?
Not more than $1,000 a month as a salary. We have volunteers. We need some people commit either $25 a month, $50, no more than $100, because if you pay more than $100 and you leave the community next year or month, it will be easier for someone else to take your spot and give the $100. But you cannot say, okay, your emotions take over, say, okay, I'll volunteer $500 monthly to this person, the salary, and then you leave or something happened to you, and then it will be hard to cover that spot. So we talked about this for a little bit.
Okay, let's agree about something that we can do it together. Forget about this hiring and firing. Let's try to see improvement. Let's try to understand the issue is not a hiring a person now. The issue is for you to be committed for the mosque, okay? Emotionally to be attached to the mosque, caring about what's going in the mosque. This is what we're talking about. Your feeling towards the mosque, this number one. It's not going to cost you $1. Would you ready to do it? What about, can you manage? Let me step out.
1 second. Imam Adly.
Say it quickly.
Imam Adly.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we raise the $10 up to $25?
No.
It's $25.
You crawl before you walk, before you run.
Okay. And I also want to say too about the general cleaning thing, to pay somebody to do it. It's a lot of blessings in cleaning the mosque. I don't think we should hire somebody to generally clean this mansion. I don't think that. We have somebody to do it, and I think the brother do a good job. But if we as the sisters do better on this side, it won't take as much. It won't take as much.
These people, because they are not here every day, they don't know, so they assuming getting somebody with $200 a month is going to solve the problem. Because we, the Muslims, we are not cleaning after ourselves. You think a person will come, it's the sister Ali, and get to understand and pick up after the people every 10 minutes, he will come back, oh, somebody's throw a diaper. Oh, somebody understands, so a pencil here. And after this, we're kidding ourselves.
If somebody here for 30 hours a week, cleaning inside, outside, landscape, general maintenance, some electric, just a minimum.
Brother, we have it and we pay it, believe it or not, okay?
So why, if we have someone here 30, 40 hours a week, why are we complaining about cleanliness?
Ask them why they complaining.
Well, I didn't hear the question.
We have to announce to say so and so is the one who's cleaning. Most of the people know that who's cleaning. They come and see how is the place be shining and smell good. And after this, what happened? He did it in the morning. A family of 2 children, a sister, I'm sorry, I don't mean it, a sister with 2 kids, came for half an hour, okay, waiting for her husband to pick her up from the school. You would see how the whole place had changed. She was in the phone, and after this, the kids, from the sadaqah room to the bathroom and all these things, you look to the place as if nobody touched it. We have some people who are cleaning up, we have people who are getting paid, we have people who are volunteer, but we are not taking a commitment. We did not have somebody who say, sister, you could not do this here. Or you are to tell me who. Keep your conversation. You have 2 brothers here, okay? The brother have his hand here.
Sister Fatima, your hand was up. What do you want to say?
I've been sick for a while, and I noticed that when I come back to the masjid, people, say, I've seen you for a while. I wanted to take initiative myself to be somebody who would call people up, let them know that this person is sick, check in with your Muslim sister, and see why people don't come out. Because there could be reasons people are sick, transportation, just call it the slams, and I wanted to commit myself to being one of the people to do something like that.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Barakallahu feek. Khalid.
I want to speak about the money. I agree with Brother Habib. I wanted the Imam to hear it. He always say, we don't need your money. You got to stop saying that. Nobody's putting money in that. I sit there sometime, the doors open, 300 people be in here, maybe 7 people put money in that Sadaqah box. He let me go upstairs one day to do dawah, to encourage the brothers to put money upstairs at Jummah time. 50 brothers walk by, without putting money in, so I encourage them to put money in. But my point is, you have to encourage the people to put money in the Sadaqah box. The masjid on nothing cannot be run on nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You have to encourage them, put money in the Sadaqah box, and that's an obligation from us as Muslims that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us to do. Go ahead, Habib.
This is the sign. Look how misusing the things for the mosque. Sign of cleaning, that people working with cleaning. With a child walking with it outside.
Do you, I don't know what word to use.
Just say what you feel, brother.
It's not so much about what
Tell
I
the
feel.
truth. Tell the truth.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, but that's not the issue. Do you trust my judgment in something?
Yes.
Okay.
Only one person said yes.
That's
Yes,
fine,
yes.
if nobody said yes. But the point is this, I'm the one who opened that green box and take the money out.
Right.
Okay, I know what the finances of the masjid is. I'm telling you, our problem is not money. It's not money. We don't have to hound the people about money. That's not the problem. The problem is that we are not committed to this place right here.
I agree
This
on
is the
that.
problem.
I agree on that.
Look at this bookshelf beside you.
Yeah.
Look how the books are all disorganized. Look at the one over there on the sister's side. See how disorganized it is. All it takes is a person to say, look, that's my bookshelf. When I come in here, I'll go to that bookshelf and see if things are in order or not. If they're not in order, I'm going to put it in order. That's my bookshelf. So that's what we need. Money, I got money in my pocket, everybody got money in their pocket. Money is not the problem.
It's in the
But how many people?
It's in the pocket.
Yeah, okay.
Like I said, it's,
Okay, you know what? Say, I'm gonna donate $15, $20 every month for, just for that bookshelf there. I guarantee you it'll be organized. If you think money's going to do it.
money is good. You know, you need
I'm not
money,
saying money's bad.
but that's not really the issue.
No, it's not.
The issue is you got to make an effort. You have to make the commitment to do things. You know, I mean, you know, everybody needs money. You know.
Well, everybody want money.
Want? Yes, true.
Everybody don't need it.
But you have to make an effort.
True.
You got to make an effort.
How many bookshelves we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bookshelves. We got 6 people to adopt a bookshelf? I'm talking about having it straight.
We need to focus on what, because I think we just spread out way too far, because
No, but the whole,
according to I trust what you're saying, but according to what brother, you know, Mazin put on the board over there, the message is running in the deficit constantly. Constantly, the message is in the red, the red.
Can I explain that?
And like I said, you don't have to break your back, but if we get, you know, even Muslim or even non-Muslim, we can get a Jewish landscaper to come out here and cut the grass, to do this, to do that, to make the message look like. You got more knowledge than me, I admit it, but I can't see how somebody straightening the bookshelf is bringing the community closer together.
Really?
Really, I don't see, with all due respect, I don't see me straightening that bookshelf is making this community tighter. So we're talking about doing things to make the message look better, make people, you know, want to come to the message. You know, we need to focus on it, because if we, mashallah, we don't have it together. Some people are scared to talk. We're not on the same page here.
There used to be a brother here and his father. All right, his father is a doctor, and they used to be committed, and they volunteers. They did it in their own. Okay, same way like Suhail take upon himself to get in Google and buy a key for the toilet patient. Although we have somebody supposed to doing this, but maybe the person overlooked something, okay? He went in his own on Google. This is when he started caring. And he bought few keys, all right? The plastic keys to open the thing. And he had the access. He can go get the toilet tissue, and he bought it in the dispenser, okay? So this doctor, him and his son, you know, you see the palm tree when you enter from the gate? Okay? This was a baby like this. This doctor and his son, they used to come every Saturday morning. The imam did not assign them, the imam did not fight with them, drag them, nothing. And they used to do the cleaning up for the yard every Saturday. No break, okay? How would, let's say, yes, okay, $200 and let somebody do it. But what happened to this trash that been somebody, or this thing that happened, all right, that after the man left? Why we could not, we as a Muslim, knowing about this hadith that we heard it in the khutbah, the Prophet went especially make salah over a woman in her grave because she used to sweep the mosque, okay? The matter is for us, why masajid in America, especially in New York, okay, this is from where I came, Brooklyn, New York, until today, you have 24 hours, a person sitting in the reception area. You can answer the phone, or make sure that the people coming is not coming to harm the mosque, okay? If you go there, as example, in Fulton Street, and you go to mosque, Masjid al-Taqwa, you will find this mosque is open, you can go anytime to make salah, and always shift. They are not getting paid. They are not getting paid. Everybody can contribute some time towards the mosque. This is the mosque. If you are not going to love the mosque, you don't care for the mosque, so what's so? Coming to make salah and leave. Okay, so what's this? We need to change this attitude. Yes, we can make it look much better, much cleaner, much, yes. But we need some people to be committed for something else. Okay? Yes, sir.
Y'all don't need to pay anybody to come here and clean the masjid. I've been offered this last week. I can clean the whole masjid, and I don't want to pay it. Well, Muslims, this is the need nobody else to come in. I can go out on my own.
All right, brothers and sisters, Jazakumullah khairan for this time, and alhamdulillah, it was a good meeting. And from this we understood, if somebody put his or her name here, and they are not a part of this effort, that they need to scratch it, because we're going to be calling in you for the next meeting. And we're going to schedule, when you schedule the meeting, get your phone and check it, please. From now, okay? And we're going to have a certain issues to discuss for the coming. We're going to organize it by what we talk, what we need to discuss, what we need to do. But the basic that $10, if you want to add more, it's up to you. $10 is going to be a commitment. We're going to get a box for us. And we're going to collect fund from We Care. Okay? We're going to make projects from our own fund. If it's a picnic for the children, if it's a summer, whatever we want to need, okay? And we're going to be committed. One class. And you better start to take name of those who attend your class, and I'm going to take a name. So by next month, we see who did not attend one class. We're going to start to give stars, or give what? What's the other thing?
Zero.
No. That's the people. I don't. Exist? Okay. Yes, if they did not. You have to know how you improve your membership. You have to know your progress. Okay? Are you doing better, or you doing for your own good? We don't even have to announce it to everybody, but you should get a monthly report about how you're doing it. June 13.
Before Ramadan.
Okay?
June 18 Ramadan.
June 13th will be the second Saturday.
Whenever Ramadan comes, we're not going to disagree about Ramadan. Okay? Whenever Ramadan comes. But June 13, anybody have objection? June?
That's the Saturday, right?
Yes. Is everybody in agreement that the next meeting will be June 13th? Saturday, the second
It's
Saturday
14,
of June.
not 13. No, there is nothing called O, because we have to plan.
Saturday
This is more important.
Sunday is the 14th.
Yes.
It's still 6 p.m. After Asr.
Okay, so we have a meeting. Everybody can hear this?
Yes.
Now, who suppose, because I could not see all the name, who considers themselves as a part of this, so I can assign you the first duty? No, this is okay. You can raise your own hand, but don't call anybody else's hand. You want to raise your hand so I can count you? Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, that means the next meeting, minimum is going to be what? 27 people, but we're expecting what? 54 people. This your duty as a member, if we care. You could not, a whole month, you could not work in one person to tell them come and sit in the meeting. Okay?
There are two brother Ismail. He just has something to do. He said he's gonna come more, and brother Saad, he just went to Charlotte. He say he need catch. So
we're looking for 50. Okay, so we're going, inshallah, to cook. I'm not asking money. Inshallah, we cook for 54 people. Okay? You know what? We cook for 60 people. All right? But if nobody show up, will be how many here? 27. 27. And we're going to take names. We're going to take pictures. We're going to give X's and stars.
We counted us already.
Yes.
We counted. Yeah, we counted in the
Okay? So, and Sabri going to cancel his trip on the 13th, and I'm going.
I don't think so.
I'm going to cancel my Philadelphia trip.
That's good.
Let's imagine that we have. Our commitment have to be to here before outside. I will do the same. Okay? I will do the same. All right? The people who invite us for lectures, we're going to tell them, you understand, that this is the day of our meeting. All right? So, now I'm asking to start with that you convince somebody to come to a meeting that we can pass news and views, problem solutions, how we can improve our community and our mosque. Now, between this time and that time, we have what? We have 4 weeks. Is this correct? That means you're supposed to attend what? 4 classes. You attend 4 classes. Okay? Please make sure your teacher will take your name. Okay? Make sure your teacher will take your name. These things we needed to encourage ourselves. You understand? Somebody said, brother, the angels, you understand? And I know about the angels, about Allah, all these things. But we need to encourage ourselves. There is a report card that you will get, you understand, in 3 months, that you will show you your status so you can know how to grow. We need to make some kind of order or organization, okay? And those who would like to come in, they're welcome. Those who don't want, it's up to them. But we're going to have to work together that at least there is a monthly meeting, we're going to see the faces of each other. After 3 meetings now, you're going to know what's his name, what's my name, what is his name, what's her name, you understand? And when we're talking about, you know who you're talking about. Inshallah. Anybody want to have the last word before we close? Yes.
Can we announce what's the next subject, the next
agenda.
The next meeting, the subject?
We said what's the agenda. This is what I talk about.
So we're gonna post?
Yeah, we can plan. We can post the
Instead of
agenda
just
before the
people
meeting.
putting ideas,
Okay.
let's be.
Okay. Let's put 3 things. Problems, 3 problems, and then solutions. We talk about it. Is this good enough? I think I suggest the following. Brothers, include Brother Habib, please, and Ashraf. I suggest the following. Brother, wait, please. I suggest the following. Ramadan program, summer program, okay?
It's too late for some of us.
To talk about it?
We'll talk about it this coming Saturday.
All right. So can we start to make program for Ramadan? Is this one? Okay. What is more urgent that we need to discuss for the coming meeting?
The shura members. Brother, if you want.
We got that. We got Ramadan.
Okay. One of the subject to discuss for the coming meeting is Ramadan. Okay. The second subject.
The need, as the sister said, let's define our needs.
Our needs? Okay.
I mean, what's
The brother is suggesting that we are trying to build an agenda for the next meeting, and we have 1 item to discuss for the agenda will be Ramadan.
3 items.
Yeah, we need 2 more items. Brother Sajid is suggesting that we address the needs, that we take some time in the next meeting's agenda to identify the specific needs of the community. Is that, I mean, let's hear some feedback.
That's a very good topic. That's a very good topic.
Needs?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying, Sajid?
I define needs.
Need of the mosque.
If we know not to discuss the needs, everybody said the needs, the bills, the da'wah, the cleanliness. But can we define today?
You want to prioritize them?
Yes.
Let's get him the cleaning as a one.
Okay.
Yes, sister.
We've already, I think we have discussed some of the.
Can we hear the person, please? Can we wait 1 second, sister, because yes, go ahead
Some
now.
people have already addressed many needs that we have in the community. Alhamdulillah, I heard about at least 10 needs.
Okay.
It's disappointing to think that we're gonna have to wait until next meeting to talk about needs again.
Yeah.
Can we maybe talk about what we can do? Because maybe, for example, a family may need, help cleaning their house, for example, but that's not something that I can do. But I can, do community picnics. So instead of talking about the needs, the list can go on forever. Let's talk about what we can do, what we have expertise in doing, and see who else wants to join my team, your team, and let's get something done. Let's get something rolling instead of continuing talking.
So let's talk about teams for the next meeting.
Right.
Teams, okay? Teams, okay? What can be done as teams and what's going to be done as a community? Is this done? Is it okay?
Okay, so we're going to be talking about number one, Ramadan. Number two, team building to address the needs, to start focusing on doing something for those needs. And then number three, sister, I mean, you have a question on your mark, on your face. Question mark. No, we're going to start that this Saturday. This coming Saturday's meeting, we're going to start talking about the summer program, inshallah. We're not going to wait till that meeting to talk about the summer program. Okay? Inshallah.
Yes? Economic.
Sister Afro's got your hand. She's shaking.
Okay, yes.
How about Quran camp for someone here for Ramadan?
Quran what?
Quran camping. Everything. Reading the alphabet.
For the summer?
Or recitation, tajweed, every class of Quran classes.
Go ahead.
Inshallah.
Let's put it there, Zahid. Okay, I need your input, all of you. We have 10 minutes before Salah, or 15 minutes. I need everybody to pay attention, please. Includes Amin and Habib. We have 15 minutes before Salah, and the food is outside. Anybody want to advise me? All right. All right, let's go. Thank you for being here. Jazakumullah khairan. I appreciate it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you. And don't forget the sadaqah box. Also say suggestion box. Anything comes to your mind or related to this, if you don't want to call me, you can drop it. You don't have but your name, what your criticism, whatever it is in the charity box. We will take care of it. And inshallah, hopefully we have a better meaning. Yes. Yes.
Would you please take into consideration the rule we used to have here before no eating in the masjid? We used to have a rule here, no eating in the masjid. Would you please take that into consideration?
When I found some people, they will help to monitor the sister area from the sisters. No. We're going to have to eat. If we continue, we are not going to eat. You want to eat? سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. Sister, please go serve the food. Those who have the food, take it out of your car. Those who are upstairs, take the food down. Halal International, if you are here, please take the food out. Come on, brothers, let's go. So, please, make sure you clean after you eat.